I'm attempting to watch 1,000 games of football before the end of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and I'm going to be ranking every single one to find out which game is the greatest of the season. In this video, we're covering the third place playoff for the UEFA Nations League. It is Germany taking on France. Now, both of these sides lost their semi-finals with fairly rotated squads, and once again, neither went into this game at full strength, but the main battle for today was going to come down to the new Premier League signings of Florian Wirtz and Ryan Cherki. Or at least that's what we thought. While these two did look promising in spells, they both had pretty underwhelming games, and ultimately there wasn't heaps coming through the middle of the park, more so from the attacks of both teams that created some really good chances. Now, the first real big moment of the game came when Karim Adeyemi managed to win a penalty for Germany in the first half when he was taken down by Mike Maignan. However, this was reviewed via VAR and it was confirmed to be a simulated dive, and Karim Adeyemi was given a yellow card. Now, I think this was the right decision. Ultimately, he did throw himself at the goalkeeper, and yeah, it was completely simulated, so definitely the right call there. And to back this up, Germany didn't take the chances that they were given. Very impressive performance today from Mike Maignan, but the Germans were very, very poor in front of goal, and they were punished for this when in the 45th minute on the stroke of half-time, Kylian Mbappe, the star man for France, as always came up huge and gave them a 1-0 lead. Both sides continued to have massive chances in the second half, however, it was the Germans that would strike first with a beautifully worked team goal. However, it was then ruled out by VAR for a foul given on Adrien Rabiot in the build-up, and once again, VAR stepped in to save the French national team. Now, this one was slightly more controversial, and I don't really know where I stand on this one. I think it is fair to give it a foul, but to rule out a goal for it, I'm not really too sure. It's more one of those 50-50 things, and to be honest, I would have felt a little better if the decision was kept with just going with what the referee gave initially. However, it was ruled out, and France would soon finish the game. Because 84 minutes into the match, a terrible piece of defensive communication led to Kylian Mbappe being one-on-one with the goalkeeper. However, he decided to sweat it across to a wide-open Michael Olise to tap it in to make it 2-0 to France and to ultimately win them third place for the UEFA Nations League campaign. Ultimately, I was hoping for a little more from this game, and it was disappointing to see some of the big star players, such as Wirtz and Cherki, not really have the best games that you'd really hope them to be having at this kind of stage. However, it was still an alright game, but nothing spectacular. I'm going to rate it a 5.4.